Do you remember if the first round hit her?
They all hit her and didn't see it. That's why I shot so many times.
You couldn't see
it just went right through her.
Okay.
And so I made sure she was dead, so I shot at her again and again.
On June 18th, 2024, a quiet neighborhood in Washington City, Utah, became the scene of a cold-blooded execution when 28-year-old Mia Bailey walked through her parents' unlocked front door, pulled out a 9mm handgun loaded with armor-piercing rounds, and unloaded a barrage of bullets into her mother and father before shooting through a locked door at her own brother. When she heard her mother making gurgling noises on the floor, she walked back over to her parents and shot them both in the head at point-blank range, later telling detectives with zero remorse that she was proud of her timing, hated them, and only regretted not buying a suppressor. Over the next 15 hours, Bailey led multiple SWAT teams, thermal drones, and K-9 units on a desperate overnight manhunt, hiding in bushes and drinking from lawn sprinklers to stay alive just long enough to buy one final bullet to end her own life. In this video, you will hear the chilling, unfiltered police interrogation tapes where Bailey calmly breaks down the exact sequence of the double murder, reveals the dark, personal betrayal that drove her to kill, and makes an unsettling request to prosecutors that left even veteran detectives speechless.
Yeah, I see they got you some water, so that's good.
So this is a body cam. It just runs, it protects you, it protects me, and it protects everything, right? Well, I can't say that I've done this a lot, okay? I have talked to a lot of people, but I'm not so much curious as far as what happened, but I'm kind of curious kind of what led up to it.
Well, let's see. A whole bunch of backlash from the community. I can't go anywhere, I can't go on walks without people saying trap to, because I don't remember my voice right now. Trap to heartbreaker to a bunch of nasty other stuff. People jump in front of carts and just let's see, being homeless after my family's abuse several times, and
Okay.
Being 20 grand in debt.
And how was that at school?
Nope, fortunately I didn't even get to start it.
So as far as, oh sorry, no.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What led up to it was, well, I got a call from my social worker from the hospital, and like apparently kind of broken HIPAA in a way. They shared the details of the hospital, but the worst one was was my mother contacting them to say no to the surgery. And well.
So your mother contacted the hospital?
Yep. And so I knew I could probably appeal it with just if that, but she wouldn't. Let's just say I was very furious, and I asked her, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear an explanation, and I'm sorry, and I'll do something about it.
Okay.
Anyway, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently. And I tried giving her so many chances through my life, but that's besides the point. She didn't want to call the hospital and say I was just angry and just do something about it. So there was one hope, even though I was homeless and all this other crap going on in my life, I had one thing going on, and she took that away from me.
So one thing going well for you in your life was ultimately was going to be the second surgery.
Yeah.
Did you have a date that you were actually set to go for?
Yeah, it was September 9th, and then it got moved down to July 9th.
Oh, July 9th.
That's
Very
2
soon.
weeks away.
Yeah, so
I can imagine how much excitement you would have from it
yeah,
being so far out.
And then now it's so close and now it's gone.
I guess I don't, can you help me understand, so with you being your age, how is your mom in control of that, yes or no?
My parents are proud. Well, you have to blame the hospital for that. They still have to, social worker, any complaints, they have to take it.
Yeah, but why is the information being released to your mom and your mom making decisions for you? That's one of the questions we have, I guess.
They don't follow HIPAA laws very well
Yeah, 'cause
here.
you're how old? Almost 30?
28, yeah.
And you're still getting, and your mom is the one that's saying yay or nay on a surgery that has nothing to
It
do with
was
it?
more like she was trying to sabotage it. She has always had boundary issues, that's why I never told her where I lived.
Yeah,
So,
I can understand the frustration. You're talking a lot of stuff on your plate.
and the funny thing was, I was buying him a Father's Day gift that day, earlier that day.
Oh.
And to get backstabbed like that, the most backstabbed ever. And just
Did they know
after
that-
so many times throughout my life.
Did they know that was your ultimate goal?
Yeah, I told them I was going to kill myself several times, and I needed it so bad, and my mental ability was declining, and that's why I needed that surgery. And, well, I thought back, so many people have taken from me, stolen from me, $6,000 of that stolen, by the way. And so much of my life is why I have so many scars on my body from jobs that were life-threatening and mistreated me. But I knew I was going down regardless, but I was like, well, enough is enough. I'm taking somebody with me.
So when did you have that decision that enough was enough and that it was gonna
The same day.
same day?
Yeah, when she refused to apologize again.
So did
for
the-
her
was the
life
call that-
excuses. She's
was
just angry, mother. Always angry. So sick of it.
Yeah, you can only take so much.
Yeah. As a result of that,
Okay.
homelessness, or public, to having a bunch of debt, to not getting the surgery, to being raped in the past, and all sorts of different stuff, and sexually harassed, and only can take so much.
Yeah. There's eventually a boiling point that I don't think anybody can actually control.
And I tried.
Yeah.
I went to pickleball, went to volleyball, seeked out friends, I went to the
Notice how the detective asks what led up to it instead of accusing her. Mia falls right into the trap and hand delivers her entire motive before he even asks about the crime. Watch what she says next about the hospital call. It's where her grudge turns fatal.
I moved everything home.
You moved everything, sorry. Yeah, you moved
And then
everything.
I got an email and all that stuff when I was after picking stuff up from my grandma's house.
You got an email?
Yeah, about the social worker.
The social. Do you know who the social worker is?
I don't remember her name. I'm terrible at names.
So is that how you got contacted about it? Was just an email?
Well, it was a secured message, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So then it went to the My Chart message. So
Okay. And then that's how, and so what did the message tell you?
the message told me that they needed to discuss about a few things before they could proceed with the surgery. So,
Were you able to give him a call?
and I did, yeah. That's how I found out what my mother's doing.
And that's how you found out, sorry, what?
It was my mother's doing.
Your mother's.
Yeah, not
So
the
they
exact details.
gave that information up saying your mom called.
Yeah, some of it. They redacted it quite a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that would have been all of it.
No. They just told me that my mom called when I was in the hospital, of all things.
Yeah.
When I said I would go and work with her. And, yeah. And I even said, if you guys can just help clear things up with the surgery, I'll go to therapy or
Yeah.
whatever. Work with you. And,
So it was all or nothing. It was
yeah.
either they were doing nothing at all.
Yeah, and this was ready to die to get the surgery or not. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there was one thing even in how I can look for
Yeah,
it.
I can tell just from talking to you that that was the one thing that meant the most to you.
Yeah.
And I can, like I said, I can't even imagine being in your position and that one thing that you want so bad to be taken away from you. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
not so much want. I had like 16 reasons. It's need.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's a bad, want is a bad word. When there's a position, like I said, I don't understand it as much. It becomes a need.
Yeah.
So you were at the storage unit moving stuff out, and you had received that email, got the conversation with the social worker, found out that
Then I got a call, then I called my mom, and then my Aunt Jenny called, that she called my grandma. My grandma has nothing to freaking do with it, or Aunt Jenny, so I was pretty upset.
so Aunt Jenny called grandma. So did your mom call Aunt Jenny?
No, so my mom called my grandma,
Your mom called grandma, okay.
and I got a call a few minutes from Aunt Jenny that she was telling me about grandma getting a call from my mom.
From your mom.
So you heard from Aunt Jenny that your mom called grandma. You didn't hear from grandma at that time.
No,
You just heard from Aunt Jenny that mom called.
yeah,
Well-
she lives with my grandma. She's
Okay.
her caretaker.
Does she seem to be on your side?
My grandma's
Oh,
the
okay,
support.
Aunt Jenny, I'm sorry.
Jenny, she has her good days and she has her terrible days. She's like an alcoholic.
Okay.
So I lived there for a month, and this sent me really bad my mentality, so I
Okay.
left that place. So
It wasn't a good place for you.
no, it was a very unsafe place, mentally and physically, so I just couldn't do it.
You were going to say something about your
And
grandma.
that's why I went to a shelter
Okay.
instead, because of
Yeah,
better than,
because that was a safer place than being there.
yeah, way safer place.
And what about your grandma? What were you going to say?
My grandma was the most supportive of my family.
Oh,
She is the most supportive.
Yeah, she's 92, you wouldn't think so.
Hey, you know what, I'll tell you, my grandma has been supportive of things that probably nobody else was supportive of me either, so. So who did you talk to, after Aunt Jenny, did you talk to grandma?
No. I talked to her since then, so I said I was going to kill myself. And I just
Who did you tell that you were gonna kill yourself to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so when you were talking to Aunt Jenny. Okay, so after that conversation with Aunt Jenny, then what happened?
No. I rushed over to my parents to...
I'm sorry, I can't, I honestly don't know, so that's why.
I rushed over to my parents to do the deed.
Okay, when you say do the deed, what do you mean?
Kill them.
To kill them? Did you, after talking to Aunt Jenny, did you decide that that was the only thing left, that was the plan, or when did you make that decision?
It was a spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment? While you were driving there, or while you were there?
But while I was after the call, I talked to Aunt Jenny. It was, I'd still do it. Even to this, I don't regret it. I hate them,
Okay.
I should say.
Well, and from my point of view, I don't know, are you able to tell me what happened at your parents' house?
I just got parked there and pointed the gun. I told myself to throw away that part of me, that hesitant, like always. And I ran in the door and shot at her first a bunch of times, trying to make it quick. Dad was instant.
Where was your mom when you came in the door?
She was the second chair, or a chair closest to the TV, or the white couch, I believe.
Was your dad in the same room?
No, he walked out, what's going on, and I pointed the gun at him and didn't say anything, and shot.
Okay, so when you walked through the front door, was the front door unlocked?
Yeah, I don't have anything locked.
Okay, so you walked through, mom's on the chair, and then what happened?
I shot at her.
So you shot at her? Do you remember do you remember how many times you shot at her?
Well, you guys can find that out. No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Twice my dad, and then I went downstairs with my brother, and I said, "You ruined my life." It wasn't so much him. It was directed towards a message about my parents.
Oh, gotcha. So do you remember how many shots you fired at your mom?
Let's see. This is 12 clips, so it wasn't full clip, so probably like 3 rounds less.
Okay, do you remember if the first round hit her?
They all hit her and it didn't see it. That's why I shot so many times.
You
because
couldn't see it?
It just went right through her.
Okay.
And so I made sure she was dead, so I shot at her again and again.
Okay.
Trying to make it instant, at least.
So when you walked through, she's sitting in the chair, you fired the first round at her.
I pointed the gun and she moved up from
Oh,
the
she got
chair.
up from the chair?
Yeah.
And so then you shot, and then what? Then as far as that, how did you approach your mom from that point?
I just shot her and then I saw my dad and he came out and I shot her.
So you're basically just moving along and shooting at your mom until she went down, and then your dad comes out.
Yeah, and I go downstairs, shoot one round and go down because I was gonna do my brother interfering and go back upstairs and do one more round on dad just in case. Make sure he's dead.
Okay, so mom gets shot
A bunch,
a
yes.
bunch. Do you remember standing up close to her? Do you remember?
It was about 6 feet away.
So never any closer than 6 feet.
No, both of them.
Okay. And then dad comes around. What's up? What's going on?
Yep, and I aimed it right at his head and it was instant. He just fell backwards.
Okay. So you shot him, and then so just one round with that,
Yep, and then I
and then you went downstairs.
shot one round down there.
Do you remember where you shot that round downstairs?
And middle left top door.
Middle of the door.
Yeah, a little bit middle, but a little towards the left. If you were to go
Was the
towards
door closed?
It was locked.
Could you hear him inside?
Yeah, he barged the door and stuff, and I just like target
So what was the round for then?
a
That you shot
message
it? Just a message.
more so. Yeah,
What would it be like if you would have hit him?
greatest prayer. I mean, beats women, so
Okay.
among other things. So and
So was that your intent? Were you hoping that it would hit him?
not really. I knew I was gonna hit him.
Just because it's kind of a blind shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it did, then well, so what?
Yeah.
I don't have a wound to, you know.
Was it just your brother that was in there, or was there somebody else with him?
Amanda's with him. The kids were gone. That's how I also timed it.
Okay. So you never had any intention. How many kids lived in the house?
My three nephews, so it was the perfect timing to do it.
So you knew that they wouldn't be home.
Yes.
Do you get along with them?
I mean, I lived with them, but yes, I did.
Okay.
They never were my target.
Okay. And then you were saying that after you fired the round through the door, you went back up to make sure that was.
Yeah, and I shot him one more time. And
Where do you think you shot him at that time?
head
In the head
Just in
again?
case.
Did you just stand over him?
again. It's more like 6 feet away, a little stand over him. Yeah.
So as far as the layout goes, you have a front door, right?
Yeah.
What is the layout when you?
And you got the living room where she was at, and then the bedroom, the master bedroom to the right.
So master bedroom's on the right.
Yeah, and the laundry room and stuff, so.
Okay. Do you remember how many rounds total you fired, or how many rounds you had?
On dad, 2, on Corey, 1, and the rest on my mom, I don't remember.
Mia calls this an impulse, but loading her gun, timing the kids being gone, and hyping herself up proves cold, calculated premeditation. Listen closely to what's coming up. Mia drops a chilling detail about the exact ammo she used.
Do you remember how many rounds you had in that?
I do remember actually coming up just in case, because I heard her like bleeding quite a bit, like choking.
Okay.
So I went to shoot her again.
Okay. So do you remember if was that after you came back upstairs?
Yeah, it was dad first, and
And then you heard your mom that she was still
kind of light. Yeah, some noise are still kind of light. So,
so
and then I shot her again.
Was that pretty up close, just so you knew that you wouldn't?
About 4 feet.
4 feet, just standing over top of her?
Kind of more like
Kind
this.
of on an angle?
Yeah.
Okay, and so, just so I understand, first few rounds were mom from the chair, dad comes out, one round to dad goes down. You go downstairs, fire at Corey through the door, you come back up, one more for dad to make sure he's not there, your mom, fire one final round at mom.
Yeah.
And then do you remember where did you do after that?
I got in my car instantly and abandoned it.
Okay,
You guys know where it's at, so you found it.
it's down in, what's it considered, desert color?
Probably
Down at the airport?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, what made you go down there?
Well, I had abandoned the car.
Okay.
And I was actually kind of planning on standing over the cliff and But so even if one of your guys' shots didn't kill me,
The fall would have.
yeah.
Gotcha. When you left the house at the top of the street, do you remember if you went right or left?
The house at the top of the street, I went the closest, so the...
So did you go back through the neighborhood, or did you go back the other way, back down the new subdivision?
The new subdivision.
Down the new subdivision?
Yes.
And then, can you tell me what happened with your phone?
I went around, went this way, and then I just took my phone out because of the tracking device and dropped it.
Okay. So yeah, we do have your phone. It sent off a telematic alarm.
Oh,
So yeah, it's basically said you got in a car crash.
yeah.
So, is there a PIN that's on your phone?
A pin.
Like a password?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to give me that?
No.
Okay.
This would be fair.
That's fine. And I'm just making sure that I ask.
You guys have everything you need, and nothing's on there that would give you guys evidence for it.
Yeah. It was just a question that if it ever came to the point that we could meet face to face, that was something that I would ask. So that's a box that I checked off.
I mean, I can look at the gun supplies, but I could tell you all about that.
Okay. As far as the gun, where did you get the gun from?
Pawn shop after selling the old one.
Do you remember, so you sold an old one and then got this one? When did you end up buying it?
Oh gosh. I don't quite remember, to be honest. Probably early June.
Early June?
Yeah, you can contact the pawn shop.
Do you know which one that was?
It was Pawn and Loan Family or something like that. And it's the one by some calf up on Main Street in Bluff. You're going to Bluff, I should say.
So Bluff Street?
Yeah, it was a black cafe building. I don't remember. the name.
Black Cafe building?
Yeah, I was describing the color of the building.
Oh, gotcha. And then you said just early June is when you bought it?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember if so the gun, do you remember what brand the gun is?
The Canic 1 Elite. It was the compact version.
How do you spell the gun maker?
The Canic?
Yeah.
So NRCANIK.
Canic?
And then -1.
-1?
And like the word 1.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so
And
just,
then it's and then it's 1, and then it's Elite, and then it's FC or something like that.
do you know what caliber it is?
9 mil. It can hold over pressurized rounds.
Overpressurized rounds?
Yes, I had armor piercing rounds in there.
Yeah, armor piercing rounds in there? Is that what you fired at the house?
First 3 rounds, yes.
The first 3? What were the rounds after that?
I don't know. Just
some-
crap rounds.
It's crap rounds.
Those are meant to pierce, like piercing cars and you name it. Bulletproof vests.
Oh, really? The first 3 rounds?
Yeah, I shot the rest of them. That's why.
Were you?
The rest were destroyed from my old guns. So
Okay. And then from what I could see when the gun was picked up, it has a sight on it, like a red dot.
it did. Also, I had a laser / flashlight, but I lost that somewhere along the way.
Do you remember what brand that flashlight was?
I don't, to be honest.
So a flashlight, laser,
Yeah, there's an attachment that goes underneath it.
and somewhere during the thing it fell off.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really sorry. I'm not, to be honest with you, I wish, I wish the mental health services were better. I wish the transitioning services were better. I wish that people's opinion were more accepting of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry that, and even in a family, I'm sorry that it came to this.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you think that you want me to know?
I technically broke the protective order by buying the gun.
Okay. You have a current protective order?
Yeah.
Who's the protective order? Who the one that you fired at?
Yeah.
What's it? It was Corey. Is it Corey?
Mm-hmm.
What's Corey's? Is it Bailey as well?
Yep. Corey's son, David Bailey, is his,
Okay.
he just goes by Corey. That's his legal name.
And then, when did you get served with that protective order?
Last year, probably July, I believe.
And it was still active?
Yeah, for 3 years.
For 3 years. And so, how did you end up buying a gun? Did you miss that, I guess?
It was dismissed in court, but it was a private agreement.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
So,
And so then that ended up, did you, when you went and bought that gun, did you think it was gonna come to this?
no, I didn't actually.
Did you think that it was either gonna come to suicide or?
It was more like plan B, suicide, you know, if my parents didn't actually interfere, if I didn't get the surgery. But honestly, I would have hung myself, and I still would have, even if I didn't have the gun, I still would have killed my parents a different way.
Okay.
So,
Because this decision that she made for you without talking to you.
not that I can think of at the moment. I mean, I could tell you how I skipped you guys' gaze all last night.
Yeah, so,
3
you know,
helicopters.
I would be more than happy to have how you dodged our canine guy last night in that subdivision by where the golf course is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when you passed over that wall last night,
Bushes hopping over fences,
Wow.
and then it's taking breaks, and then this is endurance.
yeah,
And
well, you had a
then
helicopter out
and
there.
then you gotta watch the helicopters, and they're on all that stuff, so, and they're waiting for backup. So, it's taking out the main route. You're taking a bunch of different routes. Off-road all the time, sometimes main road, just to find where you're at, and then off-road again, and hopping through. I am so sorry to all the people on plants probably destroyed on accident, or rocks.
You destroyed their planters and their shrubbery.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be here for a moment more. I don't want anything of yours or you know, and it's like, I apologize, but cops up there won't let me quite yet.
Yeah, I will tell you this, that they were very surprised to find you where they found you today. Comparison to where you
But there was nowhere to go. I was looking at the terrain. There were people. You guys had an APB out, and
Yeah.
I went everywhere. You probably like 30 miles worth.
Oh, when we were talking, I mean, you're
I even got
from
drinks.
last night to tonight you're talking 6 miles.
Wow.
Oh, but way more than that.
Yeah, depending on your route, how you went from.
Oh yeah, way more than the route. Way more. I told you I went the long way around. Hopping over things, going through, and I think I even video the dogs with different smells and.
How did you get?
You guys. Oh, it's water sprinkler.
Oh, water.
Yeah, I remember you saying that when we were at the ambulance, you drank through a water sprinkler.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I slept in an open toilet at a park to get a few hours so I could be back at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
By calling her intelligent, the detective plays her ego. Mia drops her guard and starts bragging about dodging K9S like it was a game she almost won. Up next, Mia tries to vilify her dad, but she's about to accidentally destroy her own narrative.
So,
Do you remember which park it was?
I never been there.
I never been here.
I just know it was by a lake, and that was about it.
Okay. So.
The only reason you guys caught me is because it was daytime, and I saw your guys' drones up there, but the people there.
Yeah.
And I was gonna wait till nighttime and then go to do that fun dance again, and then get to Sportsman Warehouse to get me one bullet. So
That's where your ultimate goal was, to find one more bullet.
one more bullet.
And it would have been meant for you.
Yep.
Well,
And I got all the way from Washington. We went from Bloomington, you name it.
well, you went from where your
Even
car was
Porter
parked,
Clinic,
where
yeah.
your car parked, all the way to where they were chasing you last night is still a long ways.
Yeah.
You're talking, I mean, you're talking miles.
Yeah. I was
So-
persistent, even though I was super tired. It's like, all right, now it's gonna be daytime. I gotta get there before I lose to her. And darkness is my friend.
Yeah.
So,
What do you remember about the negotiations people that you were talking to?
like what in particular?
Just, do you feel like they actually cared?
No. They're up here now. They do.
Yeah.
So they just slam me to the ground. And
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, I'm glad that I mean, that helps me realize that they are holding up to their job as well.
Yes.
I want to make sure that they're doing a good job.
So.
So, is there anything else you want me to know?
Well, I knew that even if I were to, I can tell you what I could have done a lot better, and I knew all the way ahead of time, but still wouldn't have got better. I could have put a silencer on it. I could have cleaned the rounds.
So does that gun allow for a silencer? Like,
Yeah, if you put
a
a extended or threaded barrel on it, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. And I could have, like I said, clean the rounds, pick up the rounds over the glove.
Oh, okay.
You guys still would have found out regardless.
Yeah, in the end,
I know.
it would have taken probably a little longer, but
Yeah, and then it would have, you would have had less evidence, but you still would have nailed me. So I knew
Yeah.
it didn't matter at that point.
well, you're very intelligent, to be honest with you. You got a lot. You're very, very intelligent.
Yeah, so I thought all the angles, I knew my cousin and stuff, and it made me, dramatically. But
Do you ever look back right now and wish you would have done anything different?
honestly, there's nothing I could have done different. I could tell you the escape route. I probably should have stayed in the area a little bit longer, but there's nothing I could have done different.
Would have been the same outcome.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be the same outcome eventually.
Okay.
There's no escaping from police, especially in this area.
Not when you got that many, right? There were a few resources out there looking for it.
More than a few. You got like 5 different SWAT teams.
Yeah, you had a few SWAT teams. Is there really? If you were to give me one last statement from you, what?
So they have a payment plan, and I had insurance, so they paid me about half of it at least, and I was going to do like a payment plan.
Oh.
But my dad was going to help me with a little bit of it, so.
Oh, okay, so your dad was gonna help you, but then, was your insurance through work?
It's actually through healthcare.gov, the same University of Utah health insurance, exactly where I'm getting it. I chose it on purpose,
Oh, okay.
so I get the coverage I needed.
How much was this? How much was the total price of the surgery?
It's about 26. I rounded up to 30.
30K?
So, yeah.
And you said your dad. How much was your dad going to pay?
Don't know. We never got to that point. Probably.
He just
about
agreed
10
to pay
grand.
for some.
Yeah, probably about 5-10 grand or something.
And then is that 30K? Is that after healthcare helps, or is that prior to what would be run through healthcare?
Prior.
Prior. So
that's-
out-of-pocket costs would be a little bit different.
Yeah, out-of-pocket costs would be quite a bit different.
Good.
They have payment plans and stuff.
Okay.
And you had it all lined up then, is that? Okay.
And it moved from September 9th to July 9th.
Yeah. I told them I needed it in 3 months, and well, this is where we're here now.
Where was it going to be completed at?
Salt Lake University.
So nothing here, nothing local.
No, there's only one place in Utah here that can get it done.
And you said it's in the University of Utah?
Yeah.
And just so I understand, when you found out, did they tell you you weren't gonna get it done?
Pretty much. I mean, if the hospital was going to investigate that and then send them the HIPAA records, but with my mom, it would have gotten done.
So was there some agreement between the hospital and your mom that there was going to be assistance
Well,
with paying?
apparently they have it all the time. This happened, but not to this extent. So it pretty much, I knew that if she didn't do anything, I would have been able to get it repealed. But I know how things work.
Yeah.
And since my mom added to it, yeah, I wasn't gonna get the surgery. I knew. It's like intuition, just thinking ahead of time.
Do you know what she said, or did they say what she said? Or
No, she
just that
didn't
she
say.
lost it?
I didn't get the details. That she just said some stuff to the doctor. You're gonna have to ask her herself. Probably gonna ask Noelle, and Noelle can ask the social worker.
Oh, okay.
Who's Noelle?
Yeah, she's kind of like the assistant, but the first contact of getting scheduled for surgery in
Do you know where she works?
University of Utah.
Okay.
Okay. And so everything was being arranged up north?
Yeah, everything was all planned and done, and even the laser treatments, and yeah, it was all ready, set to go. And
What's the time frame as far as the surgery? What's the time? How?
like recovery time.
Yeah, from the time you have the surgery to recovery time.
6 to 8 weeks. But there were several appointments I went to from 5 days too.
Did you have any appointments coming up that you were starting to prepare for that you were?
Yeah, I had the first appointment on the 21st here, so tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
First appointment.
Yeah. And then the second one was in Salt Lake, the stretch. I can't remember the name.
Okay. Can you tell us a little about your family? So, what did your dad do? What did he do for employment?
He was a AMO, which is American Maritime Officer. He was gone for 3 months for another company, Foss. And then I moved down to about a month and 5 days, sometimes more. And so he's pretty much gone half my life.
Oh, yeah. And then did your mom work?
No, she's a stay-at-home mom.
And you have one brother or more siblings?
I have 3 brothers.
Oh, 3 brothers.
Yeah. And they're one Joseph Bailey that was up in South Jordan, I believe.
Yes.
Don't contact him, I hate him.
Dustin, okay.
Yeah, and
Don't contact, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And then there was Tyler Bailey that lives up in that's not Snohomish. Starts with S, I can't remember. In Washington.
Oh, in Washington. Sorry.
And my brother that can't get his act together and keeps draining my mom and dad's money, and I keep trying to help him, but Corey.
That's Corey that was at that.
Yeah, the deadbeat dad that can't be bothered to take care of his kids at all. I'm not even kidding on that.
You said Corey was with Amanda, did I get that right?
Yeah,
And who's Amanda?
they're both deadbeat parents.
Oh, okay.
The mom and dad took care of them all the time.
And then, so Amanda lives, is she married to Corey?
Yeah, they're pretty much at the point of getting divorced.
Oh.
And then you said that you have 3 nephews that lived at the house. Are they all Corey and Amanda's kids?
Yeah.
What, do you know what their names were?
Chase, Ellie, and Beckham.
Ellie and Beckham?
Yep.
How old is Chase?
13 now,
And then Ellie?
10.
And then Beckham?
Beckham's probably like 5 or 6.
Just a little guy?
Yeah.
Do you know where were they?
With their mom.
With their mom?
Oh, with their mom.
So Amanda's not their actual mom?
No, they're the stepmom.
So Chase, Ellie, and Beckham all happened the same mom through Corey?
Yeah,
Corey's previous wife?
yeah. Or I was more like girlfriend/wife.
gotcha.
She's not really fit to be a mother, so but she's getting better, at least from what I heard.
Better than Corey?
They're both really bad, I don't know about that. Probably so.
Okay.
I'd say a little bit better.
Mia claimed her family ruined her financially. Yet here, she let slip that her dad was actually paying 10 grand for her surgery. Her story is falling apart. Stay tuned. When the detective leaves the room, Mia makes a shocking request to the prosecutor.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
And your cousin you were staying with.
Beckham was a revenge baby.
Beckham was a revenge baby?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was your cousin's name that you were staying?
Jace Seaver.
James, okay. And did you have a good rapport with him?
He's complicated.
Okay.
So to say, I wouldn't say no, yes to that.
So it's complicated, but this is the one that you were staying with before he kicked you out 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what unit he lives in?
A12.
A12.
I can tell you the address if you want.
Okay.
260 North Dixie Drive.
See ya. And it's unit A12?
Yeah.
That's 84770, right?
Yeah.
And you had a good rapport with your grandmother. Anyone else that you had a good rapport with?
My aunt, but that was kind of mixed bag.
That's the Aunt Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that my brother threatened to kill.
Your brother did?
Yeah.
Which brother? Corey?
The prig. Corey.
Okay. Do you remember when he threatened that? How long ago it was?
It's been so long, like from July 12th. I'm so hungry, I'm starting to fall asleep.
I understand that. You had a long night, so.
Yeah.
Can we get you food, it sounds like, then?
Sure, that'd be great.
What kind of food do you?
Well, I mean, you got brownies, so I'm not really in
Do you want some? Would you want some brownies?
Sure, or if you got something more nutritious, like.
Yeah. Let me. You know what? Give me a second. I'll step out real quick. I am going to leave the body cam in here, just so you know.
That's fine.
And then I'll work on getting you some food. I'll bring you something. I'll see if we're cops, so we don't have a lot of nutritious.
Yeah.
Some of them are fit cops, so they might have better stuff. But let me see. Do you want any more water or anything? Do you want a soda?
No, I don't drink soda.
Okay. I am going to take your property out with me.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm going to leave the body cam, so give me just a minute, okay?
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, I really do appreciate talking to us.
I still want to talk to him about the death penalty.
Okay. So what'll probably end up happening, just so you're aware, so a prosecutor actually, he's not going to sit here and make a deal right now with you.
No.
What I would really like to do is, because I am the lead detective, you can explain anything to me while he's sitting here, and then he can take that into consideration. Basically, that's what you want to talk about. Let me explain that to him, and then we'll come back in and talk, okay?
Alright.
Okay. It was never fun. Do you want another sandwich?
I'm good, thanks.
Do you want any more chicken?
Thank you.
Okay. There's just I'm gonna, like I said, so Prosecutor Jerry, he can't make any deals right now, but I know that you're talking about the death penalty and about what you want. Or what? Is that fair to say?
It's more like what I need,
What you need?
I deserve, what I want.
Okay.
It's everything.
Well, I'm gonna open it up to you to give me kind of your justification or explanation of what you want, and that way he can listen, and that way it's on the record that shows that you had a voice at least.
No. I guess some exchange might make it easier for your testimony. One thing to know, I sold the gun and bought it 3 weeks later,
Okay.
so.
Where did you sell your original gun at?
The same place.
Same place.
I just forgot to memorize that. But
Okay. Sold gun. Do you remember what gun you had before?
yeah, it was just a Canic one.
Oh, it's the same kind of gun?
Kind of one, but the elite one's more like for concealed carry.
So you
There's
sold
more
it, did you
attachments.
buy it the same day?
No, I sold it and then I bought it 3 weeks later after
3 weeks.
Joseph Earl's incident.
Okay. 3 weeks.
So yeah, my life's been tortured for 28 years. As I said, I was looking to die.
So that's your ultimate goal, is to want to die?
Nothing to live for. I mean, I could just live out my days, and I've been wanting to, I'm not gonna go to a women's prison.
If you had to pick the way that you would die, how would you pick?
Firing squad.
Why is that?
So I kill somebody, and it's the most instant, honestly. It's only fair that
So-
I die by the same hands. That
So I can understand the fact that it,
I know the chemical's the second one.
okay, like lethal injection.
Yeah.
I can understand your point of view as far as firing squad, because that's the way that
Well, I've always thought about it. If I was ever to have a death penalty, it would be firing
you
squad.
firing squad. Do you know, does Utah do firing squad?
I don't even know. No.
I don't know. I've never really looked into the death penalty, so.
They do it, so
Okay.
I don't remember quite much, I think, but
Well, when it comes down to the death penalty, yeah, that is one way.
three different methods: chair, chemical,
Yeah.
firing squad.
So firing squad, chemical, chair.
Yeah.
That would be the order.
Yeah, that's three you guys do.
Okay. There was only just a couple of questions that I had, if I'm okay to clarify.
Sure.
So, your dad was on board about paying some of it initially.
Initially. Not so much. He wasn't even going to be there for my health care.
Okay. So when you walked into that house, was your mom your only only target? Your dad just got in the way, or were you?
No, my dad was part of it, though, to a lesser extent. He didn't have my back when I needed it most once again, so.
Gotcha. So Mom wasn't a target because she basically betrayed you.
She was a target because she betrayed me.
So and then Dad obviously is part of your mom. They're one and one.
They're both involved in it, and they both in it.
Yeah, because I just wanted
It's just
to.
lesser extent.
I wanted to make sure that I clarified as far, because that's what was confusing. If your dad was willing to pay for a little bit.
Yeah, and then he changed his mind on it because he didn't sell a Chevy and all that stuff, but,
Were there contingencies? He was going to do certain things before?
yeah, my dad was struggling with money.
Yes.
Their constant stupid spending habits.
Okay.
And my brother, for most of all.
So do you think that all of these things that they were doing, that they had said, okay, I gotta sit and you saying so?
They never kept their promises. I hated that. I didn't want to be that person. Hated lying. Yeah, you wouldn't think so with me.
Yeah.
No, I just do. I hate it.
No, I get it. I've
I've had so many lies in my life that I don't want to be part of that. Yeah, I'll let a couple times, sure.
There's a difference between lies and lies that affect people.
Yeah.
There's lies to get out of certain things, and
I hate white lies.
Okay.
I like the British truth.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
rural truth.
And so I just want to, I want to just clarify as far as any remorse that you have.
Well, the remorse was I didn't want to become the monster that they made me to be.
Okay.
I really wanted to be good. I really did.
Okay.
But like I said, that was a last resort, a last straw.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing every single option before that. And I tried so hard.
Seems like you checked every box that you wanted to before this, and this is where.
I checked every box I could possibly think of to get help or to, better. But
So if you could go back.
there's nothing I could have done. There's nothing there's, besides just killing myself, there's nothing I could have done but different that I could possibly think of. I tried, I literally did, but it was a now or never situation on the surgery, and
Mia demanding a firing squad isn't remorse. It's control. Offended narcissists want to dictate everything, even their own execution. Stick around for the single question that seals her legal fate forever.
This is where it ended up.
yeah.
If you could go back to yesterday, would you change the outcome with your mom and dad?
I don't think there's any way of changing their minds, so no. If they change their mind, which I know they're not because they're so narcissistic, it would be played out completely differently. Their answer was on them. They had their chance.
So when they changed their answer to no, that was pretty much solidified their outcome.
Yeah.
At least in your mind.
Yeah, and basically it's no, we won't do anything about it. No, we won't apologize, and all this stuff. So, this was like my one last attempt after so many times. But I tried. I gave them so many chances. All my family, my friends, and I can't even count. And I just did it to myself. I just, destroyed myself by giving them too many chances, and enough was enough.
Did you say anything to your mom when you walked in the door?
No.
I was wondering, that was actually a question I had, because if you,
I didn't.
if that was, so you walk through the door to see your mom, there was no option for her to be able to say, okay, yeah, I'll change my mind.
No, because I knew if I hesitated and we went to sleep, I would have done it. And then I'd just regret my life more and more and more and get more angrier. And then it wouldn't be just my mom and dad.
So that decision was made to not have any conversation when you walked through the door?
No, that was the decision made to kill. Yeah, my decision was done. I'm done with this crap.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
Did your mom say anything? Remember the last word? Were there any last words from your mom?
All I know is angry and I can't quite remember, to be honest.
You just remember your dad saying what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad's face that, though, I remember the image quite clearly of the way that one affected me more.
Yeah, I bet.
A lot more.
Did you think that it would affect you as much as it did?
It doesn't affect me very much, to be honest, right now. I guess because I've always struggled with two sides of myself. One was the past self, with all the anger and hate for this world, and one was, which I call the boy side. And one was, girl side, and happy and how caring and helpful and etc. And giving many chances. And I struggled with that all my life. Yeah, I had no idea how much it took, strength it took him to even get this far to not kill somebody because I was pissed at him. So I didn't want to be like that. I hated that.
Well, I can tell you honestly that I can't understand that. So
No, you don't. You don't have the trauma or all the crap going on. He had, autism, ADHD, and then on top of being trans.
Oh, yeah.
And, I guess that was schizophrenia, but no. It's like 4 things, and I was like, I can't handle all this crap.
Have you been diagnosed with schizophrenia?
No, that's what I went there to the hospital for.
Gotcha. So as far as any
Because
mental illness diagnosis, you'd never have anything that like full on diagnosed with?
One was like, they were diagnosed, but I knew what it saw that day. The guy was right in there. I know what he said.
Okay.
But nobody believed me.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's something to do with like seeing crap or anything, not auditory illusions.
Oh, gotcha.
Auditory illusions.
Like hallucinations or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It's not quite, schizophrenia.
Okay.
Anyway, I've tried all those medications and they just screwed me up.
Yeah.
Then I stopped at 21 and
Did you stop
I
cold
felt
turkey?
more alive. What?
Did you stop cold turkey?
Yeah. And it was unstable for a bit, but
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was fine afterwards,
Okay.
and my body started recovering, and I didn't feel like a robot. So, a lifeless robot with no emotion.
That's not a life.
And I also needed the surgery because, I was starting to feel nothing for women and men. I never liked women, like attractively, but state of nothingness. I wasn't even asexual. It was a little different. Like, how can the want another sex? I was getting to that point. So many years 10 years of celibacy.
And not feeling one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's what it was getting to.
Yeah, it was getting really bad. That's why I also didn't do the surgery before. A state of nothingness.
How much longer do you think you could endure the state of that before? Let's say your surgery
3
was in
months, I
September.
told them. I don't know, they said 6. I'm like, I don't know if I could barely handle 6.
Okay. So you don't know if you could have made it 6 months?
No.
If it would have been scheduled?
If it would have been scheduled, I don't know.
You may have lost yourself.
Yeah, it was getting worse and worse and worse with time, and it was a race against time,
Yeah.
my mentality.
Yeah. Well, I'm for what it's worth, and here we are. But for what it's worth, I'm glad you're okay. Okay.
No, you're not, dude. I killed 2 people in
No,
my
I'm-
family.
I've done this job long enough that the death of people doesn't affect how I'm talking to you right now. Like I'm
Yeah, I have to
genuinely, I'm glad you're still here, okay? Because I wanted to talk to you.
I wanted to get my story.
And yeah, we do have your story, and I appreciate that. You're the only one that can give it, like I said.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you, do you have anything else?
No, I think so.
So I'm just going to give you an idea of what's going to happen from right now, okay? So because you are scratched up, they did that preliminary medical assessment. We do have to actually take you down to the hospital. They have to make sure you don't have anything broken, anything like that. So we'll go down there, do a medical release, and then you'll be transported to jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured that was the case.
Okay, so as far as right now, I really want to know this. There's some Powerade, there's more chicken, more Jimmy John's. Is there anything I can get you? Because we can give you a few minutes to eat, everything like that, before we take you to the hospital, because that, God knows how long that takes.
Some chicken and some Powerade for some energy, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna take your plate then, and then I'll bring you Powerade and some chicken.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I'm just gonna leave you in here, like, we're still gonna leave the body cam running.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I want to know what he's leaning towards.
Well, at this point, it's too hard to say. I mean, but we definitely appreciate you. Honestly, we do appreciate you giving us your story. We do.
No,
You realize that the justice system isn't made for him to decide. It's made for
but he has a big, great influence.
You're right, and so, and you will have representation in a case like this. You will get representation from the state, okay? Because of the
I don't want a
case.
lawyer.
I understand that, and you don't have to accept it, but I'm going to say that there will be a possibility for you to have representation and to work through them and that maybe that's your avenue to work with him for what you ultimately want.
I guess that's the only reason
That's
I could.
you, and that's the way, because he's obviously an advocate for the state. He represents the state and the victims, correct?
Yeah.
You're a victim as well. You have to have representation. Him and Jerry can work together, and we can come to some agreement. If that's what you want, then that's the agreement that it has. If not, then it goes to the jury of your peers.
All right.
So does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, let me get you some chicken and some Powerade, and then probably I'll come check on you.
Mia Bailey thought she could outsmart the room, but her own words handed prosecutors an ironclad case for aggravated murder, landing her 2 consecutive sentences of 25 years to life. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit subscribe to Morong True Crime. What shocked you most about her reaction? Drop a comment below.